90 Day, Darcey breaks down crying in awkward first meeting with Georgie's parents as his mom calls it worrisome, exclusive. Of course it's worrisome that this person would cry over problems between them, Georgi Rousseff's mom says of the dynamic between her son and his wife Darcey Silva. In People's exclusive sneak peek at the August 24th episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Darcey Silva finally meets Georgi Rousseff's parents. Georgi is upset that Darcey is not properly dressed for the occasion, and gets even more flustered when they begin having communication issues at the dinner table. Darcey bursts into tears during the awkward dinner, and Georgi's parents try to step in and help, though they admit the dynamic is rather worrisome. Darcey Silva gets very emotional, to the point of tears, during her first ever meeting with Georgi's parents in Bulgaria, and neither Georgi Rousseff nor his parents seem to be pleased with the direction things are going. In People's exclusive sneak peek at the August 24th episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, it seems as though things are not off to the best start for Darcey, who is desperate to impress Georgi's parents. This is the first time Georgi has been home in 13 years, and he has been nervous about introducing them to his wife for the very first time. In fact, Darcey is the first woman he has ever brought home to his parents. "I want my parents to enjoy the moment of seeing me in such a long time," Georgi explains, later adding, "I do not want to stress them out." But despite wanting a non-stressful, nice dinner with his folks, that is not what Georgi gets. The meeting does not start on the best foot. First, according to Georgi, Darcey arrives in inappropriate clothes. Then, things get tense after they sit down for dinner. Speaking in Bulgarian, Georgi's mom says her son can be a tad temperamental at times. Georgi then clarifies, just saying that pretty much, I don't listen. Darcey uses his mom's comment as opening to explain how she doesn't always get everything she needs out of her relationship with Georgi. "I just want to be in the know of my husband's life," she states, which prompts Georgi to admit he has a problem sharing information. Suddenly, Darcey bursts into tears at the dinner table. She grabs a napkin and blots her eyes as Georgi's parents get their first look at the communication issues impacting their relationship. "Why are you crying?" Georgi asks, noting that he was only trying to explain that he has an issue with communication, an issue they had discussed at length this season. "I'm explaining to them also I have an issue in myself too," he adds. "I'm not saying that." Darcey sobs as Georgi continues to defend himself for not easily opening up to others. Then, Georgi's mom jumps in, telling the two to relax, calm down and speak more calmly with each other. Georgi tells Darcey he does not want her to cry, but she insists he let her feel her emotions and continues to weep. In a confessional, Georgi's mom expresses concern about the reaction from her son's wife over a simple miscommunication. Of course, as the hostess first meeting at a dinner, of course it's worrisome that this person would cry over problems between them, Georgi's mom says in Bulgarian. Whether or not Darcey and Georgi can find common ground in their relationship is yet to be seen. Fans will get a glimpse of the rest of the family dinner when the new episode airs on August 24th. These controversial 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 cast members have behind-the-scenes tensions. There are several 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 cast members who have behind-the-scenes tensions as the in-season drama escalates. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 premiered in early July and has 4 episodes out. This season has a mix of alumni HEA couples and those new to HEA. Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda, Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina, Loren and Alexei Brovarnik, Jovi Dufresne and Yara Zaya, and Andre Castrovet and Elizabeth Pothast have all been on Happily Ever After before. All of them have also been on other spin-offs in the franchise as well, making their continued issues, core storylines, and potential pitfalls already known to viewers. That said, HEA Season 9 put a focus on Loren and Alexei, Jovi and Yara, and Elizabeth and Andre meeting up and hanging out in southern Florida, so a lot of their season drama is shared. There is contention between the couples that has played out on screen and will continue to do so, and that which has been taken to new heights off screen. Moreover, several of the other couples or cast members have drama off screen. Pillow Talks Thais Ramon is badmouthing Loren. Loren and 90DF alum Thais Ramon had a blow-up during the HEA Season 8 tell-all. Thais not only felt like Loren was overly judgmental of her during Pillow Talk episodes but also had a better-than-you air to her in person. That feud has since escalated as the tables have turned and Loren has felt like Thais badmouthed her on Pillow Talk. Thais has Loren blocked on Instagram, so she reached out to Thais' husband, Patrick Mendez, to tell him to tell Thais to stop, via at 90dayfiance_Alexa. Now, Patrick doesn't follow Loren anymore. Loren has been known to feud with several other alums, including Mohamed Jbailai, Sophie Sierra, and Big Ed Brown, so her behavior towards Thais is not surprising and it is indicative of her personality. Carabase is dabbling with the bad boys. 90DF franchise alums Rob Warren, Josh Weinstein, and Jamal Menzies began a friendship, and have been capitalizing on it. They have formed the 90-Day Bad Boys, and usually do dance routines and lip-sync whenever they get together. Recently, they dropped a music video that had Kara and Josh interacting sensually as Kara tried to be Say. The video is being seen as inappropriate by fans amid Kara and Guillermo's marriage turbulence in HEA Season 9. Moreover, Guillermo was recently spotted without his wedding ring in a photo with him and Kara's son, and Kara and Guillermo don't follow each other on Instagram. Elizabeth no longer follows Loren. In HEA Season 9, Loren and Elizabeth stated that they've had a 5-year-long friendship after meeting in the franchise. They've said they've been supportive of one another, but haven't had much opportunity to hang out in person. Loren does not like Andre, and she made that very clear in the first episode when she antagonized Andre about his decision for him and Elizabeth's family to move to Moldova during an explosive exchange. Then, Loren crossed Elizabeth's boundaries by not apologizing for treating Andre unwelcomingly and for not knowing when to butt out of her business. The issues between the two alums have gotten worse, as Elizabeth and Loren no longer follow each other. In that on-screen friend group, Yara doesn't follow Alex and Jovi doesn't follow Loren or Alex, proving that more damage has been done to those relationships. The cast members' Instagram activity is a good indicator of whether fences have been mended or broken further. Adnan violated Tiger Lily's privacy rules. After Tiger Lily and Adnan had filmed HEA Season 9, Adnan got in hot water with his wife. In Season 9, Tiger Lily is pregnant with their first child, a son, Zayn. They are living in a Dallas, Texas, log cabin as a family with Tiger Lily's 2 other kids, but there's a problem. Tiger Lily has purposely not shown her kids on social media or on the show, and has wanted to keep it that way, but Adnan violated her wishes. Adnan has posted Zayn on his Instagram page several times, sparking a backlash from Tiger Lily. 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Adnan has proven that he likes to do what he wants, and Tiger Lily is often upset by it. So Adnan violating Tiger Lily's privacy rules has been an off-screen point of contention. 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever. 90 Day Fiance's Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs' pregnancy announcement is huge for the show. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs revealed some wonderful news to 90 Day Fiancé fans this past week. After being open about their difficulties with starting a family, the couple is currently expecting their first child. While every 90 Day Fiancé pregnancy is one to celebrate, Julia's is extra special. Julia and Brandon's announcement is a huge milestone for their future in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs have been open with 90 Day Fiancé fans about their fertility struggles. Julia and Brandon have been open with fans about their fertility struggles, which makes their pregnancy announcement that much more of a happy moment. When they appeared on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Brandon admitted one of their biggest struggles was family planning. While Brandon was eager to have a baby, Julia wasn't as interested. Son behind her decision. She explained that a doctor in Russia had told her she couldn't have kids, which made her not want to try for one. Brandon wanted Julia to get a second opinion, although it was initially difficult for Julia to do so. Fertility issues are a sensitive subject and it was incredibly brave for Julia to open up about it on television. While every pregnancy is exciting, it's even more of a celebration when you doubted if the pregnancy could even happen in the first place. Julia and Brandon overcame a lot of hurdles to stay together on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. Apart from their fertility issues, Julia and Brandon overcame many issues during The Last Resort Season 2. Julia admitted that she had previously cheated on Brandon when she kissed her ex in Russia. It was the beginning of their relationship, and she wasn't sure that things could work out between them. While Brandon questioned their marriage after learning the news, he ultimately forgave Julia.